Now to Dorian's devastation. The Bahamas have been torn apart by this storm, and we are starting to learn of deaths on the island.
At least 5 people have died so far. That's being reported. Our own Jenise Fernandez rode out that storm. And she is live on the phone with us right now to tell us about the harrowing experience. What is it like right now, Jenise?
Hey, Calvin and Nicole, if you can believe it, we are still experiencing tropical storm force winds right now. It's very windy conditions. We're getting huge gusts here, and the rain is starting to come down. So this storm really started yesterday at around 6 a.m., and it's been 2 days of just relentless weather. And we've learned today from the Prime Minister that 5 people have died as a result of this storm. There have been numerous rescues on the island, and the Prime Minister even saying that this is the worst he's ever seen it. Well, if you can believe it, Hurricane Dorian is relentless. We have still experienced the outer bands here in Marsh Harbor. The Prime Minister holding a news conference today, letting everyone know that 5 people have died. There have been numerous rescues, and the Prime Minister even saying that he's never seen anything like this before.
And we're very concerned now that...
This terrifying video shows one resident as he watches the water creep closer and closer to his window. The rain and flooding from Hurricane Dorian threatening to overwhelm this home in the Pine Bay area of Freeport. In the Abaco Islands, total devastation after the eye of the Category 5 storm.
Definitely starting to see conditions picking up here.
And we could really attest to the devastation here in Marsh Harbor because we rode out this Category 5 storm and really experienced the eye of the storm where the structure we were in was shaking. We saw the roof fly off of a building. I can really say that it was one of the most terrifying experiences of my life, and I'm also so surprised with how slow the storm has moved. We really have not had a break since it rolled on through here in the Abaco Islands. In Grand Bahama, water lapping at windows of homes well above sea level. The floodwaters pouring into the first floor of this home. Searching for signs of life in the Abaco Islands, while in areas such as Freeport, where Dorian's onslaught has seemed relentless.
This is the real deal.
Waiting and hoping the slow-moving storm finally moves on. At this point, though, what is really needed is that aid. The people on this island need help. We know the Prime Minister talked about 5 people reported dead, and I'm sure there are many others who are injured, and hopefully family and friends can be reunited soon. Yeah, Calvin and Nicole, that really gives you just a small idea of what people are experiencing here. And just to give you a perspective, it's obviously late at night right now. There's no power on the island, and we're standing outside, and we literally cannot see a thing. It is pitch black. Sort of an eerie experience, to be quite honest with you, to see just how dark it is outside. But we do know that help is on the way for the people who are still here on the island.
Jenise, and we know that you are with the people from the hotel and with the other crews, but the people that are out on the island, is there any way for them to sort of walk around, maybe try to get to that grocery store you showed us a couple of days ago to get some necessities, food and water?
Well, right now the roads are just impassable. If it's not for the debris, there's still some standing water, but we have seen people walking around, and a lot of people are walking around because they're trying to find shelter. They're trying to find refuge. A lot of people literally got washed out of their homes. And it's just such a sight to see, Nicole, because you see these families walking, a lot of them just in their PJs because some of them slept through the night and then woke up to water in their homes. And they're walking around, they're barefoot. They're only carrying a few items in their hands, what they can carry, and they're just so desperate for shelter and they're desperate for food. It is just a sight I have never seen before, but as far as being able to get around, that's just not possible at this point.
And Jenise, I guess the bigger fear is for those people who are trying to survive in the dark, at least until the bad weather passes. At this point, they are simply stuck. There is no way for them to get out, and we're getting word here that some people may be even stuck on their rooftops. Have you heard about that there?
I haven't heard about anyone stuck on their rooftops, but I have heard rumors from other people on the island that there are people stuck in their homes, per se, in the sense that they just can't get out of the home. So it is very possible that they could be stuck on top of their homes. But most of the structures here just did not make it. So for those people who were inside homes that were demolished, I can't even begin to imagine where they are right now because, you know, you heard Brian and Betty talk about the hurricane and talk about how it's still in the Bahamas. We are still feeling it here in Marsh Harbor. Definitely very windy. The rain is coming down. I see lightning in the distance. So for anyone who doesn't have shelter, this is just so terrifying for them. And I know that they definitely need help. There are shelters on the island, but like I was telling Nicole, there's just no way to get around. You can't really drive. There's debris all over and even some standing water in some areas.